We've been helping people today with the boss battle for PvP, the Simulacrum. People seem to be struggling with it, I don't know why. You can do it with just about any deck. This is the deck I'm going to be using, I'll just show it quickly. I've already got my capsule for it, so I don't really need to do this, but I've been watching MSI today. I still follow League of Legends. So just in between matches, I've been jumping onto PvP just to help people with the 3v1. This is obviously Mutants Genesis. It's in its alpha stages, there's still quite a lot of bugs and it's crashed a few times. It takes a little while, you know what I mean? But I think it's really promising. I'm enjoying the game. But I kind of wish that, you know, people weren't talking about how difficult the boss battle is. It's really not. It's not guaranteed. Like, there's 3 of you, and if someone comes in with a completely rubbish deck, you know, you're going to struggle, right? So I've got pretty basic stuff here. You know, of course, like cycle overloads. I love the orbs as well. Jubilant crowds and genetic cycling. I think the explosion and the toxic leak are kind of your countermeasures. I'd maybe change them for just a straight PvP where you're fighting another player. But for this particular match, Cerberus as well is amazing because it counts any mutant on the battlefield. And since this is a 3v1, you're going to be seeing a lot of mutants die. Like, I've seen Cerberus get really high. So in the end I decided just to record. No, you know what, that's not right, is it? In the end I just decided to record it. Like, why not? I'm enjoying the game. I'm trying to help newer players, just give a general idea of what you're supposed to be doing in this match. Because I've been playing it and I really haven't been losing that often. So yeah, I mean, I've got this capsule like this morning and I've just been playing all day. It helps as well, right? It helps new players that don't quite know what to expect or how to prepare for this battle. I haven't had any difficulty with it. I just know that people are complaining about it. So I'm going to record it. Because it's a pre-alpha game, sometimes you get very long wait times. You don't really know who's online or if anyone's even going to be in it. And because this is 3v1, you need 2 other players. I'll record a couple of matches. We'll see how many we win, how many we lose. I'll probably get quite annoyed with other players as well. I know that if they've never actually played against the boss before. But you play against this boss just beforehand anyway. So it doesn't really make sense to me. Because you already know what to expect. Because you've already played this. And this is like a bonus match, right? Alright, it also allows you to add new players. If anyone's really decent. I'm adding them to my friends list. So I've now got 11 new friends. This isn't an ideal start for us, it's okay. I'd really rather have a... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, I'd really rather have a Leech Lord and the ability to discard because then I can just discard the base card that we get every turn and put down Leech Lord. It would have allowed me to help other people as well, which we can't do now. Just a bit of a shame. We can certainly, you know... Yeah, like I said, I'd have preferred to be able to discard because this zombie now is just going to disappear and achieve nothing. There's no real reason to use anything else. Like, this is already done, right? You can clearly see why I love Leech Lord though, right? Now we've got a 4-5, board is clear. That was basically an explosion and a Leech Lord put together. Make sure you put down the Leech Lord first, of course, so that you get the Evo points and you can rank it up. Whoever this is in the top right, is that JDW? But they've done something a little bit similar, but they've got Guardian. Defensive Shield is actually really useful. Oh, they've got 2 actually. They've got Magnetic as well. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. But anything that has Guardian is fantastic in this match. Because when the big chunky thing comes down, if it hits the cryo core, you take double the damage, which means you take 20 damage, which is kind of insane, to be honest. Kind of ridiculous. I would have liked to use Overload as well, but we're going to have 4, and if the Chunky doesn't come down on us, then we're suddenly going to end up with a full board just filled with rubbish, which is no good. My health orb as well isn't going to do a massive amount, it just thins the deck, because once the mutant's destroyed, you get to draw another card. So I just use the orbs, just because it effectively means my deck is thinner. It doesn't even really need to do anything. If it does do something, it's a bonus. But, you know, it's a card that replaces itself. I quite like cantrips, so pretty easy to be honest. This is going really well. Normally someone's struggling, and the other two of you have to try and help out as best as possible. So that was fantastic. Because he's got Protect, he took 10 damage, but we've still got 50 health overall. Otherwise, it almost always hits you. And you go down to 30 health. And the Simulacrum itself will also deal damage every third turn. This is actually going, in terms of what we're actually drawing from our deck though, this is actually going very, very bad. Our board looks okay. But I imagine that when they put down defensive protocol, it's going to kill one of our skeletons, rank up the offensive one. Yeah, you can't really get rid of it either. That's the problem. This is why I used to have the ability to destroy and draw 2 cards in my deck, just so I could flatten my own field if it's not getting flattened any other way. Arachno did that. There's not a lot to say here right now. Someone's trying to make a decision. I assume the decision is just whether to attack this thing or not. But you've got something with Guardian right here. Oh. So it has Guardian. I don't know why Guardian's greyed out though. Magnetic Attractor. Oh, because you just lost Magnetic Attractor, so it's about to lose Guardian. That's what you're going to tell me. Yeah, what we're worried about is our Leech Lord dying here. Nah, that's not it. The computer is pretty dumb. It is only normal mode. But you can kind of see how I'm wondering how people struggle with this. Charon. Gets stronger, but only if it destroys a mutant. But it also has the ability that if something enters the discard pile, but I don't think they have anything that's going to force them to discard. So we can probably just attack with this now. With Cerberus and Charon, sometimes you like to wait until everyone has finished all of their stuff at once. We could also throw down a zombie for 1 extra damage. But truthfully, this is going to be the fireball turn, so we're about to take, well, because of the protect on this top right and my protect, we only take 5. Go to 45. Yeah, so we're at 45 health. This one at the this guy at the bottom got absolutely screwed. I'm with you, yeah. Attack it. To be fair, what else do you expect us to do though? Yeah, I mean a large part of why they were so rubbish and couldn't do anything. They had nothing in the incubator, they had nothing going on. Kinda silly really. Like, I don't know what their deck is, but their board has been pretty poor. But then again, the board at the top right isn't great either. I still think this is JDW. They did manage to throw down pretty fast. It looks like they might have even built for it with the defensive shield. So, JDW, I think we definitely try and add them, right? I really don't know how much the wait times are going to be. So there you go. People are saying it's too hard. Not really. But we will play like 2, 3, 4 games. We will probably lose, you know, at least 1 game in 4. It's really not guaranteed. Like even that was quite close. And that was with everyone kind of having a good start to the game. There have been times where you've had like one of the 3 of us just not draw anything. And suddenly the other 2 are having to use all their support cards just to keep them alive. And you're thinking, you know, can you do something, please? You know, it can get a bit frustrating. I've definitely gone a bit tilted today at different points. That went a lot better than usual as well, I think. Normally, Leech Lord dies because you've got, you know, 2, 3 other monsters on the field, and they'll attack with their Guardian during defensive protocol and destroy one of the other monsters, which then evolves the offensive part of defensive protocol, and that offensive creature will then attack your Leech Lord and kill it. So your board suddenly gets very, very weak. Because of the defensive barriers, that's normally the issue, is there are no defensive barriers. So suddenly you're on a time limit, because when the big chunky comes down once every 3 turns, it aims for the cry crate. It will deal 20 damage, plus the Simulacrum itself does 15. It does 5 to each of you during its like fireball period. So you can't take like 2 rotations. The defensive protocol is easy, but it's very kind of lucky that it starts on that. Because if you just started with the big chunky, I don't know how hard that would be. It'd be pretty difficult. I'm not going to talk the whole time. I'm not an entertainer or anything. I'm just trying to walk through this boss battle just a few times. Show people how to get it done. Just some common sense stuff that you can bring into the battle. Support cards, definitely. Things that, you know, can help. You know, someone is going to draw bad. You know, they're going to start bad, and it help. You know, you just need to help them out a bit. a lot of the time. But essentially the game throws down defensive protocol and it's just saying, you know, can you clear stuff quickly? And then the fireball isn't, there's not really anything you can do about it. Maybe you shouldn't do anything about it. It doesn't affect your board in any way. When the chunky comes down, it only comes down on one of the 3 boards. And at that point, the game is basically asking the question, can you deal, you know, 15 damage? You've had 3 turns, you know, you've had 3 turns to build a board. So the answer should be, you know, almost always yes. Sometimes, you know, maybe 10 or 12 damage. So you just use your board to clear the chunky, and the other 2 just get 3 hits on the Simulacrum. And then next turn it's back to defensive protocol, slightly upgraded defensive protocol. You clear it, they fireball, and then that's normally the end because defensive protocol is cleared, and all 3 of you can just start smacking on the... I was about to call it the Nexus. It's because I've been watching MSI today. Man, that Gen G vs T1 game was really intense. Can't believe it went to 5 matches. I kind of wanted Gen G to win, but that's mostly just because, you know, I've always been, I don't know, I think most people were kind of like teased by Chovy, right? Like, to have all that talent, you just want him to do something with it. Like, how can you be that good? And, you know, he should have done better than he's done. It's disappointing. He's kind of like Deft, except Deft won a world championship at the end. You know, how can you be that talented and not win worlds? Him and Knight, right? It's always Chovy and Knight these days. How can you be so talented and not win? Even in MSI, oh, what on earth? T1's amazing. It's just getting a bit ridiculous. All these expectations. So yeah, I want Gen G to win because I finally want to see like just this Chovy that we've always been teased with. I just want to see like this amazing midliner. Just see him being everything he's supposed to be. Yeah, because of the breaks, there's no point like watching the whole thing. Like you should just really skip to the next match. It's an alpha game, right? It's still in alpha stages. It's only just come out early access. It's not come out of early access. It's only just come out and it's early access. I should have said, just to be clear. So, building up a player base bit by bit, though, I'm sure, because it is a really fun game. I like it. I wish there was ranked mode though, because I'd rather help, you know, like players struggling against this boss. I would actually playing PvP against other players. It just doesn't mean anything, you know, like it doesn't do anything for me. At least this way, you know, you help each other, you're working together. Sometimes I get annoyed at players doing stupid things, but a lot of the time I quite enjoy this. Like today it's actually been really fun just to help other people do something useful, I guess. What a miserable hand. It's so strange because of the power orb. And I really like the orbs as well, but remelt you want at the end, not at the start, of course. Well, this is pretty good though. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited until my Leech Lord got the evolution point, because now it's gone to the wrong thing, isn't it? I mean, my zombie will still be able to kill this, but I would have rather just the Leech Lord got everything. See, we've cleared everything, right? And we've now got a 6/5 Leech Lord. So you kind of look at everyone else and you're like, well, what on earth? What's going on here? Why have they damaged anything? You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of the thing where you're like, what is going on? I don't understand. Genuinely, what is going? Like, how can you not have cleared anything? So they've got an incubation. If the incubation doesn't get hit, they'd have a very promising. Yeah, the eradication's here. I just call it the fireball, but technically 15 damage, right? Oh, see. The AI is not very smart. It is, well, I mean, I've said it before, but it is only normal mode. It's deliberately set up so that you can win. Because otherwise that incubation phase would have been destroyed, of course. As it is, though, like, it's just... They've done, like, nothing. Nothing's cleared. We have to hope the Chunky hits us, because there's no way either of these two can do anything. But they do, yeah, I was about to say, right, they are going to get stuff coming out, so that should be okay. So right now we've got 9 damage. And really to deal with the Chunky you need 15. Charon's not going to come out in time. We're drawing 3 cards next turn, so we should be okay. This is insane. For goodness sake, he's killing us. Not only is this guy just... frustrating. He just powered up and then he didn't even attack. Yeah, okay, at least the corruption hit us. So we've got to deal with the Chunky. That's fair. Because we can, at least. Oh, but see, look. 20 damage, right? We're down to 13 health. We can't even take the fireball. Because this guy's field was so weak. He's just he's just had stuff just free hitting on him. That's insane. That's actually ridiculous. I'm going to help her just because, honestly, we kind of need to draw some cards here. Yeah, we need to find something that's just going to give us just a bit of extra damage. Otherwise, this match is over. He's killing... Oh, stop! Just stop! For goodness sake, this is ridiculous. I know they've got defensive protocol coming up, but this is absurd. Now, this is kind of... no, it's not. But I do think we have to do this anyway. It sounds silly, I just think we need to draw. Like, we need to do something here, right? Right, so we destroyed the Chunky, but we've got nothing for defensive protocol, so this is already over. We can't win. Doesn't even matter. We kind of just got screwed. There's no way the Simulacrum should be at 62. Its health is too high now. For goodness sake. How? How do I help your mutant? It's over anyway. Should we just forfeit? They're wasting time, I don't know why. Screw it, I'm not messing around. You can see the difference though, right? In the first match, it was kind of well organised. There was a couple of defensive shields, but just in general, you know, at least 2 of us could take care of ourselves. Normally in that match, you know, I deal with the chunky and the other 2 start free hitting. But instead the guy at the bottom cleared nothing, and then it evolved, and then it evolved again. And eventually he was staring down at like a 7-3, 9-5. You know, just 9-5. Just absurd. So because of the fireball, you can't really do a lot about the fireball. If you've got, you know, a lot of guardians, the fireball will hit the guardian instead of you. But you're not all going to have that, and it is a race against time. There's only so much you can do. You're only one of 3 players. So you do the best you can. A lot of our health just died because he kept summoning robots, though. This is why I'm not a fan of the robots in this format. Oh, we've got the Cerberus though. That's amazing. Oh, goodness sake. Okay, well, we've had 3 matches, arguably. Although that was a disconnect. So. I told you I'd tilt. It is irritating. I'm not sure there's a lot more we could have done. If we'd drawn a bit better, you know, because we could have used Explosion on someone else's board. Or, you know, I mean, we've got stuff like Toxic Leak in the deck. We can clear other people's boards. We can try and help them out. But we didn't draw those cards, you know, with what we had. Just mechs, you know, you're already on kind of like a tight time limit. It's not a difficult mode. You will win most of the time. But when someone's just summoning robot after robot after robot, and that, you know, like taking 10 health out when you normally win the game at about 10-15 health is a massive deal. It's really kind of irritating. Or at least the trade-off is, if you're going to do that, at least have like a dominant board. If I see loads of damage coming from your board, it's kind of like, okay, fair enough. I see what you've gone for. But you're just costing us the game. At that point, just stop. You know? Like that 2-2 you're putting down cost us 2 health and it's achieved nothing. All you're doing is giving evolution points now. It's now a point where you need to stop. You're not helping anyone, and you need to let other 2 players do what they can. Throwing chaff on the floor makes, you know, monsters stronger when they destroy it. So stop giving them food. Oh, now we've got 2 mechs. Oh no, 1 space, I think. I haven't seen a lot of space. The Martians aren't very strong, in my opinion. Oh, this isn't bad. No, because we can incubate, can't we? Yeah. It's not great though. No explosions, nothing we can really do here. I can Psycore and destroy one of them, but the other one's going to get through. But we did draw a Cerberus. And Nezerim can help a little bit as well. So. Someone's taking their time deciding. Yeah, space. The Martian default minion isn't amazing in my opinion. You know, throwing 1/1s on the board is kind of hard to enjoy that. I mean, I do wonder about this. Maybe I should have redrawn just a little bit more aggressively. Starting with no explosion whatsoever, no foul play. next turn we're really good. This turn, not so much. And we're going to have to evolve it as well. It's going to suck, innit? But I can't, you know, like I need to thin the board if I can. You can't just have stuff hanging around for no reason. Because otherwise they both get an evolution point next turn. And that's even worse. So. This way we've got one monster to deal with. And Cerberus can definitely deal with it on his turn. In fact, any of these three really can. Oh, I like this up here. I quite like Steamlord anyway. But they've got a shield as well. This is nice. And down here, oh, they've got an incubator. This isn't terrible. This is quite promising both ways, but they're going to lose their protection. Yeah. So I guess I'm kind of to blame for the damage we just took there. Nah, can't be right. So I'm going to use my yokai and just discard my zombie. But we're probably not going to cycle him. We're already kind of quite close. We kind of need to hope that someone can come up with a barrier. We can still win even if they don't, and we just take a direct hit for 20. Just check this. -1 HP, right? On the other hand, we could just destroy it. All the boards should be cleared after this. And now I'm just waiting for everyone else to destroy stuff so my Cerberus gets really big. We'll ping it anyway. I mean, it shouldn't matter, but they should be doing this anyway. They really should be clearing the board. Oh, they've ended turn, but this is still alive. What? You haven't done anything. What? Oh, that's irritating. At least there's a barrier here, though, so it's not. That's so irritating. Yeah, I wanted to ping it as well. Honestly, Rayman 619. I wanted to ping it as well because that is silly. It's really irritating. Right, so we take the 20 and then we will take 15. We need to destroy this chunky right now, which kind of sucks. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. So now we just need to die. We could cycle here and deal with it that way. So 6 here. And then it's do we cycle? That's the question. If we cycle, we go pretty low, like really low. Okay, I'm just gonna let him know what I'm doing. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Okay, Rayman is quite impatient, and I do understand that. Like, I do understand that you're, you know, kind of like, come on, get in there. At least Rayman 619 seems to understand the game plan, though. And the AI is going to attack my Leech Lord almost always. It always does this. And I just get the HP back, so I'm fine. See? Our board is actually stronger than the guy. Well, that is Rayman, isn't it? But he's about to fireball for 15. Whoa, that's good. I guess I'm really that dumb. I'm not attacking. Why didn't they attack with that? See, down to 2. Perfect. We just need someone, like, anyone to not do anything silly. Like, if someone uses Cycle now, I'd lose my mind. Do we count the forfeit or not? Surely not. That was just someone disconnecting. So we're 2 for 3. There you go. 66% win rate so far. And hopefully we made a new friend. Rayman 619 was a bit impatient, but clearly had like a game plan going in. They knew what they wanted to do. It does cut close, right? And I suppose I do have a bit of an advantage because I know, you know, I've got the boss's patterns down now. I kind of know when I'm going to get tilted based on just the first turn. If people are handling their business, you're like, okay, this is going to go very, very well. But when stuff gets left on the board and it starts evolving, you're like, oh no, you know, like... You need to get rid of it ASAP. Use your explosions, use whatever you need to use. But for goodness sake, just stop putting food down on the board so they can eat and get bigger. And our starts haven't been fantastic, they've been okay. I wish we'd had that toxic leak in that match that we lost though. Then we could have gotten rid of that 9-4 or whatever it was. They were struggling with their board. If we could have just gotten rid of the 9-4 like nice and early, because it just started swiping all their stuff off. And it got, like, it was just impossible to deal with in the end. Right, back to talking about MSI, yeah? Yeah, I'm just like, Chovy's so talented. I'm just sick of seeing him underperform. Like, for goodness sake, like, he's got all the pieces around him, and he's been in teams that have had everything that he needs to succeed, and he still can't do it. I'm kind of sick of that like SKT narrative as well. Where it's like, oh, they're fantastic until they get to the finals and then they choke. It's like, can you just knock them out early then, please? I don't want to see that again. I really want to see Gen G just like transcend and hit like their spike. But it looks like JDG is the most promising. In fact, if you kind of look at like JDG on paper, they look like they should be able to compete with, you know, like Samsung White. Like no cap either, like seriously. They look like they, like just in every single position they've got top tier players. There really is no weakness. Maybe just they're a bit old. That's kind of a weakness, I guess. Like the JDG roster is so established and veteran. You know, like super experienced. Maybe they're just a bit too experienced. Samsung White was younger, weren't they, than JDG is right now? That match was a perfect example though of what's going to happen. Someone gets the chunky, they kind of have to lose their board to deal with it. While the other two just start hitting as furiously as they can. I assume you're skipping through this waiting screen anyway, so don't know why I'm even bothering to talk. It's weird. I like doing this. You get into like this groove where you're just working together. You know, I don't really want to stop. I'm quite happy to just keep playing for longer. You get the gist, right? Like I've already explained its patterns and what's happening. I really don't think it's rocket science. I beat it in my first play. What is it with mech? Why do people like... For goodness. Stop. Like, I don't think mech is very good against this boss. Because you're hurting everyone when you use it. Then again, I like using Psycho, so I guess I can't really talk. You know, I'm a bit of a hypocrite, surely. Okay, we don't want the toxic leak right now. Actually, everything else is kind of good, isn't it? Yeah. The path will be clear, but it's not going to be... It's not going to be amazing for us. I don't quite know what to make of that warp either. One of these is about to evolve and that'll kill the shield. Well, I guess either of them. Sucks for me. We might as well. Health Orb in this match is really just a cantrip. See, this is it. This makes me so mad. Why are you... Oh, actually, to be fair, I mean, neither of them are exactly smashing it, are they? What is happening here? Till the end of the turn to a target enemy mutant. Why? You haven't done anything. He's got 0 attack. This isn't doing anything. This is... We're going to lose this one. I don't ask for much. I ask, like, they've done nothing. They haven't cleared anything. That's insane. I guess that's the issue with, you know, a 3v1. You do need to, you know... If someone's not good, then the whole team gets screwed. Yeah, thank goodness we drew so well. You can get rid of the health orb as well. We might have to use GP Link crowd here. This makes absolutely no difference on this. You can't get much clearer than that, surely. Okay, they've both now got a chunky. This is it though, like, handle your business. Come on, handle your business. And this is about to become even bigger too. It's irritating. It's just irritating. Why didn't you use that? Why didn't you attack with that? That's just weird. We can't really deal with this either. We need something kind of insane here. I mean, I guess we've got our own finisher, but we need to draw quite well, I think. Okay, that was it. That was it. Okay. Oh wow, do I cycle? Can you summon something? Oh, it doesn't matter. Are you serious? So you've got nothing. You've got no monsters right now. This was supposed to be the big turn. This is the frustration, right? This was supposed to be the big turn where we put in major damage. Bottom right has done nothing. Like, come on, you had nothing. I had to deal with the chunky. In fact, oh, you've taken. Oh, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. So they're going to fireball next turn, and we're going to lose. Frustrating. We need to hope for someone to have a shield. Oh, there's the shield. I actually don't know if he can Cerberus. I really don't think he can. Come on. Yeah, we just need them to be alive. That's basically it. We really just need them to be alive. Because the fireball will hit the shield. So we're actually not asking for like a massive amount. But it does mean Serenos will die. Guys. Use them. Destroy it. Oh, for goodness sake, man. That's insane. Nice. But now we have no shield. If they'd just destroyed this, now it's leveled up. That could have been destroyed, see? Could have been destroyed. This should have been over. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh. See, this is what's kind of tilting me, where you're like, come on. You know, we've got 10 damage from our side. They've got 17 damage from up here. Not even taking into account everything else. I now need to wait and hope we can just about pull it off. But it's difficult. Just do something, man. Do something. There we go. Took you long enough. See how? That is carrying right there, right? That was actually kind of impressive in a way. We cut that so close, but if they just killed this stupid robot, that never had to be like that. Never. Never ever had to be like that. Just kind of silly. Oh well. There you go. Anyway, another victory, right? Pulled victory from the jaws of defeat on that one. So we're 3 for 4 plus a disconnect. That is the other part of, you know, working as a team. And like, sometimes you just got to drag people up by the bootstraps and be like, look, I'm not letting you lose this game. Can you just hit this thing? If I have to ping it over and over and over again, I'll do it. Just hit the thing. Yeah, 3 for 4. Let's see if we can make it 4 for 5, and then we'll stop there. 80% win rate against the boss seems pretty decent. And I have been doing this all day, so I can feel that I'm kind of tired and, you know, impatient. But there's a difference between you haven't played the boss before and just, you know, are you paying attention at all? Like, come on. Let's help each other out. Help me to help you here. I've just gone silent. I don't really know what else to talk about. I've already recommended, you know, there's no point watching a waiting screen. You might as well just skip ahead in the video to whatever the next stage is, whatever the next match is. I would kind of like to end it on a high note, you know, just like a team that all, you know, kind of have a plan, have some sort of, you know, their deck makes sense. There's not just some random rubbish stuck together. Or at least a team that can clear at least one minion from defensive protocol on turn 1. You can literally just like walk head first into them and destroy one of them, right? Like, come on. And then I can help with explosion and toxic leak if I have to. That's not so bad. I suppose the real question, right, is why don't we have Guardian in our deck? Because I don't actually think it's necessary. I think that it helps a bit because, you know, it gives you a couple more turns. And it is a race against time. But if you just build your deck to, you know, be 3-ofs super consistent really well. Group invitation. I'm okay, mate. Why is he in a group invitation anyway? Hasn't he already beaten this boss today? I literally just helped him beat... Oh, that's the first time I've received a group invitation. That's quite nice. I didn't know you could do that. One thing about this boss, I think you might be able to do it once a day. It's not a first time reward, the capsule, and I'm sure that I've received the capsule more than once. I beat the boss yesterday or the day before, and then I just decided to do it today, just to, you know, kind of grab a few people, put on my friends list, because there'll be guilds eventually, or clans. I can't remember if they're called guilds or clans, but basically, you know, groups. You'll be able to create your groups. So I thought I might as well start early, see if there's, you know, anyone interested. Make sure to add them to my friends list so we can end up in the same group together. But it's such early days. I mean, it is an alpha stage game, right? So yeah, it depends on the next game. If the game goes like really well and, you know, it just feels really great. I don't know, is it strange? I really love playing this 3v1 mode, even though I don't get anything out of it. And I really should be playing like PvP or against the AI or something, you know, so I can get some mutagens. Even if it is only 5 mutagens, you know, it's something. I get literally nothing out of doing this except just playing with people, I guess. That, and you know, like, I'm a very impatient person, and some part of me is sick of people like, oh my god, the boss is too hard. This is normal mode. Like extreme and hard mode are coming along eventually. It's going to be way harder. At that point, you're going to have an actual deck designed to deal with the boss. Wow, group invitation. That's the first time. I hope you can get one capsule a day, because that would make it so much easier if you can just go through your list and try and grab some people. Although a booster capsule does only give you a 1.5% chance for a heroic. But if you do it every day, it doesn't take that long either. I really hope that's true. Maybe it was just some weird... No, because I've definitely beaten this boss before. But I got a capsule earlier today. So I think it is every day you can get a capsule from it. I'm considering getting the season pass, but I don't have a lot of money and the game's still in alpha, so I'm like, ugh, do I really want to dedicate anything to a game that, you know, crashes every now and then and has bugs? Not yet, right? Even if it does look great, and I really do find it like really different from other things on the market. Not yet. Wow, 8 minutes. This is insane. Should we jump out and try and jump back in again? See what happens. Maybe everyone's gone to bed. I probably should be doing the same. We'll try going in and out and see what happens. I suppose in a way it's good that I'm recorded anyway, because it's important to see this side as well. Like, when more people join, you know, hopefully they do join, the waiting times will be a lot shorter. I imagine that PvP is a lot shorter than this, because most people, you know, go through the story, do this once, and then that's it, it's over. So we're waiting for tens of people to reach the end of story mode, just so they can do this one boss battle and graduate onto PvP or whatever. But PvP is not even ranked. It just feels a bit, I don't know, pointless or something. I've got what I think is strong. I don't really want to fight other people until I actually get something for finding out. Also, you know, playing seriously. I don't really want to just play people that are messing around or whatever. Okay. Come on, be a good game. I really want to, you know, be infused and be like, that's what I'm talking about. This is why I've kind of been enjoying doing this. It's definitely been strange. Generally not in my nature to just be hanging around trying to help newbies complete boss battles. This is the first time I've played like a Mystic's not good for us. We like stuff to die. We like stuff to die instantly, so Cerberus gets stronger. But Rayman619 is here, so I can't complain too much. Oh, I really like that though. It's just the rest of it that I don't like. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. kind of crazy that I'm doing this, right? There you go. I like the Steam Lord, but I feel uncomfortable with that fact they didn't actually clear their board at all. And bottom has got a 5-3, so that's even worse. Yeah, we're about to take 5 damage. Come on. This is insane, right? Oh, we just took so much damage. That's insane. That's ridiculous, that is. I just want to make sure that it did actually hit. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, this actually went pretty well. Oh, Rayman yet again, thinking that we should destroy the mutant. Yeah. This, I mean, this has gone terribly, but this turn went well. Because you've got the Cerberus, and the Chunky's about to hit us, so this is great for us. Yeah. But they need to get a board for defensive protocol. Cerberus wasn't it. Health Orb. Still not here. We can definitely clear this stage. Just, it's a question of how much we're going to lose for it. Too much, if you ask me. We probably want to keep Cerberus, right? More than anything. And then we'll get a nice big hit because he's going to evolve a lot. They should have actually waited for me. They should have actually waited for me to destroy my thing. So it's defensive protocol, but they both have Guardian. Oh, balls. Look at this, a hellish feast with 27 stacks on it. Irritating, right? If we use Cycle, then we just die next turn. We'd have to kill him this turn. That's no good. Unless someone has a Guardian, of course. That was well done. It's so easy with a strong team, right? So we'll go down to 3 health. That sucks. We're 1 off as well. That really sucks. Just as long as no one uses Cycle, for goodness sake. Just don't use Cycle. Unlucky 12. We'll have to remember that. Unlucky 12. They were pretty good too. And Rayman 619 we've already played with, so we know they had a plan. For sure. Oh, I don't know. It was a 12-minute, 13-minute wait for this. Should we have another match? But the match itself was like so solid. It was amazing. We smashed it. Oh wow. We just got an error report. Oh great. Fantastic. Right, well I guess I'm stopping there. I did say, you know, it's in an alpha stage. There are a lot of bugs and everything. The game literally just came up with an error report and then closed. So I guess that's the end.